particularly my case, if you look at investing in a startup, in a business, there are various levels of investment, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes, when your family member comes and asks you for money, if your friend comes and asks you for money and you give them some money, I do think that there is some level of angel investing, because you're parting with your money to actually invest in an idea or a person who you think can solve some problem for someone somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I'd start at that level. I think it's recognizing that, each of us, as long as you've been able to fund somebody's dream,
Mm-hmm.
you are an angel investor in some way or another. And then the second one is, for our network particularly, we like to encourage young people, and we do see in our network we have young people, and we have women who come in and invest, not only invest, but also offer, support and in other areas other than capital.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about 40% of our members are females,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, because then we have diversity when it comes to supporting startups,
Mm-hmm.
and even just within the network, in terms, because we learn a lot from each other. Yeah. So starting off, recognizing that friends and family are angel investors, and then also understanding the investment criteria. And I think your own individual investment, we call PCs.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to invest on your own, and there are many people who are investing on their own, in terms of equity, in terms of debt, depending on what your model is,
Mm-hmm.
but also investing in a group like we do here at ABAN, which I find more and more is becoming, I don't know if I want to say popular, but I find personally when I joined ABAN, I've really learned a lot about not only the sector that I'm in, which is, I always thought I would invest in financial technology companies, fintech, and anything
Mm-hmm.
around payments.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen businesses in healthcare, I've seen businesses in agri, I've seen businesses in I've seen businesses in procurement.
Yeah.
I think you just learn to look at problems and how they can be solved in the best way possible, and then just have a general understanding of what that would look like down the road for yourself as an investor, if you want to invest in collectively or if you want to invest on your own.
Yeah.
The other thing I see is hopefully we'll have more collaboration, so that in Kenya you find that you have a few angel networks. And so if you can come together at some point and we look at businesses and we find that we can all invest in them, so that we also have big businesses, scalable business, not only within Kenya but within East Africa and Africa as a whole. On the continent, we'll be able to see more businesses being supported by individuals that can then raise additional rounds and be able to solve some of Africa's biggest problems. So we do have startups that come to us and come to our members as well, but we also have instances where we look for them, we find them, right? So it's a mix. They come in through our networks, because Nick and I also invest, so we count ourselves as part of the network. But we also find that there are some that we want to look at and invest in, and so it's either way.
I've been missing you.